So this is Black Blizzard, obviously, and I planned to beat this pretty quickly, but I was very, very wrong. From the most awkward and intuitive gameplay I've played in my life, getting mentally shattered by a single click at 47%, and I can confidently say this level humbled me. This was supposed to be a break from Yatagarasu, but turned into long days of me being stuck at a very long pre-drop and much, much more. But anyways, we'll get to all that soon, and I hope you enjoy none other than today's episode of GD Progression. So day 1 of Black Blizzard went about how you'd expect, just a lot of learning. The duels were super confusing at first, but after some speed hack I was able to almost do the duels to 100 in this run. Ah, shoot. Anyways, I was very happy with that, honestly. But then I tried the build-up section in the pre-drop, and oh my goodness, I found some clicks that I just don't know how I'm ever gonna get consistent at. If you don't know how Black Blizzard works, basically the first 40% pre-drop is just impossible, and it was off to a horrible start, just feels so awkward and so difficult. And I was already questioning if I should even go for this level, because how am I gonna get consistent at these damn clicks? Anyways, on to day 2, and I was still suffering with the pre-drop just as much. I found some clicks in the earliest parts of the level that I genuinely didn't know how to do. And I couldn't even clear the 25 to 40% build-up section in a run, even after grinding it a ton. Like, how was I supposed to do all this from zero? The only thing even somewhat decent I got on day 2 was this run from 53%. I almost hit 53 to 100. Anyways, moving on to day 3, I finally started to understand the 0 to 25% section a little better. And I even got this pretty lucky run from 0. I just played, like, barely any attempts from 0. That was the luckiest thing ever. As nice as it was that 0 to 25 was getting easier, 25 to 40 was not getting any better, and I was still doing horrible at that part. Day 4, I procrastinated playing the build-up section, just did some random runs, like this run of 69 to 100. Well, I think that was my biggest run to 100 I've ever done on this level. That was a pretty good run, and then I started to get a lot more consistent at the pre-drop from 0 to 25. I was getting a lot more comfortable with the double clicks this level needs, which I've never done a level with the double clicks before. And I even got to the build-up from 0. Oh my goodness, I got to the build-up. Yeah, I suck at the build-up, so I didn't expect to make it far. That was a really good new best, and to make matters better, I even got a little bit further again. Made like 2 clicks further. I was already getting to the build-up somehow, but still never even cleared the build-up section by itself a single time. Until this run, where after breaking through the build-up section, I made it pretty damn far. 25 to 72. Yeah, that was a good run. That was not even far from 25 to 100. I was super happy about that. Day 4 was great, but day 5 was not. I got absolutely nothing this day and was really starting to question a lot if I should even go over this level. This was supposed to be a break from Yatagarasu and still feels impossible. Like, what am I doing? And to make matters worse, I'd find a small problem in this level that would absolutely destroy me. Day 6, however, was a bit of an improvement and it got me feeling just a little more hopeful. I was doing a lot better at the build-up section and almost passed it from 0. Oh no, I almost got to the drop. As good as I was not able to get back there because on day 7, it just absolutely sucked. I did nothing this day. And then came around day 8 where I was starting to face a huge problem with this level. Alright, this isn't working anymore. Everything is just going wrong today. Now this part isn't working anymore. It's like double click here. It's so strange. Let me explain what's happening here. So basically at 47%, you gotta hit both of these purple orbs at the same time pretty much to reach the next click. But for some damn reason, I would only hit one of these orbs and it just would not work for the life of me. Over the course of all this time, I tried 3 different strategies for this part. Speed hacking and analyzing and seeing what other people did. And none of it worked. It was still so inconsistent. Previously, I kind of brushed this off and didn't worry about it too much. But now I could actually get to this part from 0 and couldn't even pass 47. And then this started to happen. Wow, I'm at the drop. Yeah, I mean, like, that was good. Well, I'm glad I got to the drop again, but I'm so inconsistent at the beginning of the drop. I just don't have any hope right now. All of a sudden, now from 0, I was reaching near 47%. The click that I had like the lowest pass rate ever today from all my start position runs. And then, guess what happened? I just got 47 on Black Blizzard. What the heck? If I passed that click, that could have been like really good. And that was how day ended. I was now getting to the drop, but could not do 47 for the life of me. What a weird situation. And then you could probably guess how day 9 went. Yeah, of course I get to the drop when I just can't do it. No! I actually did that part like right this time. That worked perfectly well. I just clicked the blue orb too early. I was really consistent. I was playing everything in the level very well, besides specifically 47%. If only I could pass this damn click. But hey, day 9 was still going great. I was getting some really good runs. I finally got my first drop to 100, which was way overdue. Finally did 4200. Oh my goodness. I honestly should have done this run a long time ago, but whatever. However, not too long after, I did something pretty insane, and I got this run from 25%. Oh, I almost died at the last portal. 2500 is like a billion times harder than 40 to 100, so like that's kind of a very big improvement. 25 to 100 is pretty much the mandatory run for Black Blizzard, and I don't think I need a bigger run to 100 than that. It's safe to say that day 9 was great, but 47 was still a pain. But then on day 10, guess what I did in the first 5 minutes of the session? Playing from 25% once again. Bro, there's no way. I just started, what? Wait. It's been less than 5 minutes. I hope that's not luck though. I hope like that's consistency. 25 to 100 in the first 5 minutes was great. I was super happy about that. But then, this is where it starts to get funny. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Black Blizzard 47% situation. Alright, well, that's the third time we died there. I thought I was getting consistent at it. Oh, okay, that was just me clicking way too early. What if I died to 47? So the pre-drop on this level is so damn hard, and it's such a letdown. I just get absolutely squashed every single time I get to the drop. But hey, I did end up passing 47, died to some random ball click that isn't even hard at all. I passed 47, and then I died to a anti-choke point. Alright, we're back. And I died to 47 again. This has to be a prank. This can't be real. No, I refuse to believe it. I don't even know at this point, man. I have no words. I simply have no words that could describe my frustration for this damn 47 click. I got the drop so many times. Imagine what I could have done if I just didn't keep dying to this. Regardless, it was still a great day. It just had so much more potential. And then day 11, you want to guess how many times I got to the drop from 0 today? None! I just don't get this damn level, man. Only good thing I got today was almost another 25 to 100. Almost got 25 to 100 again. Day 12, I didn't play very long and got nothing, so that's cool. And then I went on about a 3-day trip with no Black Blizzard. So on day 13, I pretty much just spent today de-rusting from the little break. I died to 47, and then I passed 47 later, but this happened again. Past the choke point just to die to 51. Anything but getting a new best. 51 is literally not a hard click at all. But thankfully, it wouldn't be long until I got a new best, because day 14 came around. And here's what I was able to get. Oh, I didn't even click the orbs. That is the stupidest way to go out ever. What? But then a little bit later, I really locked in. What? Dude, what? No! I passed every hard part of the level. The robot cube duel's not super hard, but that was not my last time dying there. Because on day 15, well, this started to happen. Wow! Okay, so we got a new best by 1%. Not even far into the day, I got a new best. And I was getting tons of drop attempts and had great consistency too. But then a pattern began to arise. Well, that's some good consistency, if I may say so myself. A little disappointed that I died to that click. How have I died there 4 times? What? This made no sense. I was so inconsistent at the wave UFO duel from start position. But from 0, I always passed that, but then died to the way easier part of the duel, the robot and cube. Alongside that, I got like 5 or 6 stats at 47 that day. Anyways, day 15 was a great day, but I was still really inconsistent at 47. And really scared that I would start getting mind blocked at the wave UFO duel that I somehow never died to yet. There were still many things that could go wrong, which was a bit worrying. And then, well, came around day 16. Right off the bat, consistency felt great, and I got to 47 really quick. And then I got past 47 and got this really stupid death. That is really lame, okay. But then just a few minutes later, at my 3rd drop attempt of the day, well, this happened. Yes! 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 Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! No fucking way! No fucking way! No way, no way! That was so fast! It's been 30 minutes! That could have gone so much worse. I didn't die to the ending at all. I was thinking I'd get at least like one final mini wave fail or something like that. I know that at the very least that's my second biggest fluke. Also, glad Scorpion. Alright, 5138. Then there's about 8800 from here, and then I don't know what that is. I think it's around 25k. I'll do the math later. Oh, time to get back on Yatagarasu. Well, here we are, the level that was supposed to be a little break from Yatagarasu. Took me 16 days and kicked my ass. But I also got really lucky and didn't die to the end, so it also went well in that way. This level is a very weird level, so let me tell you about how it is. Basically, everything in the pre-drop feels impossible at first, and some things I genuinely didn't know how to do. But the pre-drop does get somewhat consistent over time, especially the 25 to 40 section ended up getting really consistent towards the last few days. And of course, everything from the drop to 100 is all quite fun besides 47. I already complained about that. I will not need to do that again. I don't think any other people in the world who have played Black Blizzard struggled with this click as much as I did. Like, what the heck? Why is this so weird? But yeah, the duels are pretty fun, although they could be a little more consistent. And overall is a pretty fun level, but with a big problem. Well, at least for me, the level just took so damn long to get consistent. It was just kind of miserable. And then even after that, I would still have days where I was just completely stuck on the pre-drop and barely passed it at all, which those days were honestly really not enjoyable at all. But the days where I was consistent, especially the last 3 days, it was super duper fun to play, and it's super satisfying when you're consistent. I would say the hardest part is either the first few clicks or these clicks right before the build-up part. These clicks are really hard. And the easiest part is definitely 49 to like wherever the duel starts. Barely died there from 0. For the enjoyment, I'm honestly giving this a 6 out of 10. There's a lot of days that sucked grinding this, and just knowing the difficulty of this level and how long it was taking me did not make things any better at all. This level honestly put my confidence to shreds. But hey, the days where I was consistent was really fun, but that was barely any of the playtime, unfortunately. But yeah, this level destroyed me. I underestimated this so much. Same as Yatagarasu, I keep really underestimating these extreme demons and how fast I can beat them, which is why after I finish up Yata, I'm definitely gonna chill out and play some easier levels, because honestly, I'm just not good enough to beat these levels in a reasonable amount of time. It's experiences like this that just make me question if I'll ever be good at GD and can beat the levels I want to, but hey, I'll keep trying. Still, at the end of the day, I'll confidently say this is a 3rd hardest on my hardest list. I'm just so not used to this gameplay, and heck, I didn't even find this that much easier than Erebus. For what I'll be doing next, obviously getting back on Yatagarasu. I really gotta finish that level up, and I'm hyped to finish the RGB trilogy for once and for all. If you enjoyed this episode of GD Progression, well, don't worry, I got tons of other episodes exactly like this with other levels you can check out here, and plenty more coming soon, so you might want to consider subscribing perchance. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.